Guys, this is important. This
What?
is a thing.
Wait, what are we doing?
This is a thing.
What?
See that?
What? Oh, we just...
It's the Smackdown Rundown.
Oh, shit. That was scary.
Yeah.
The Devastation Corporation just beat
Rock.
Stifler and The Rock.
And Christopher Walken.
Yes, it is the Smackdown Rundown, the last show of the week. And we opened up with what was probably because of what happened on Miz TV. We had Dean Ambrose versus The Miz.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with what happened on Miz TV.
Why not?
I don't know.
No, we had this. It was weird.
I liked it. It was a decent match.
Like, yeah, I mean,
I love watching Miz get beat up.
well, yeah, everyone likes watching The Miz get beat up, except for The Miz.
Maybe it did.
Miz'd out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ambrose would ultimately beat The Miz as Seth Rollins and Kane are making their way down to the ring. It was like, instantly, he sees them coming down, and he goes, oh, I better hit Dirty Deeds.
Yeah.
Hits it, 1, 2, 3. Ambrose is ready for the 2-on-1 attack. Gets beat down a little bit, gets the advantage, but ends up rolling out of the ring and stealing the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, and takes off with it. Up through the... he does a cool little run around the ring, hops over the barricade.
He couldn't decide which barricade he wanted to jump over.
Yeah.
Okay, he was like, nope, I'm going for that one. Hops over, and yeah,
Very smoothly.
Yeah, so now what's Seth Rollins gonna do now?
Probably look for his Money in the Bank briefcase. Which I bet he's gonna find it backstage on Raw, and when he checks it to make sure the contract is inside, Dean Ambrose is gonna be waiting inside the briefcase and attack him. It's my theory.
Well,
If you guys disagree with me, I'll punch
I
you.
mean, you should check out our playlist over here. Go back to the Raw review when you find out that Dean Ambrose popped out of a box.
It's
on
a
Monday
Dean
Night
in
Raw.
my box.
It's it's my Dean in my box. So yeah, I mean, he could totally hide in the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
Weird. We had an interesting little Dust to Dust promo just after that. They're running with the cosmic key thing.
They have the cosmic keys.
Yeah,
now.
they have the cosmic key, and now the Gemini Usos they can't have it back. The Usos are.
But they tried to take it from us.
Yeah. The precious.
What's stealing Lord of the Rings quotes? That's weird.
he's getting a little jittery because he will be defending the tag team titles later on in the night against the Usos.
Yeah, here we go. We had the Intercontinental title rematch on Raw. Now we're getting the tag team title rematch on SmackDown. Are the Usos going to be as successful as Dolph Ziggler was?
We will have to wait and find out. Because speaking of Dolph Ziggler, our next match was a battle royal to determine the number one contender to face Dolph Ziggler.
Not at the pay-per-view, but
later in
that
the night for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
We had Cesaro, Jack Swagger, Zack Ryder, both the Matadors, Bo Dallas, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Damien Mizdow.
You're very emphatic on Xavier Woods.
Well, we were
really
talking
excited about him showing up.
Well, we were talking about earlier. If you want to go back to our talk about Mark Henry on the midweek wrap up, we were talking about how the New Nation hasn't really been on TV. We had all three members of the potential,
all of them sticking together during the Battle Royal
and
too.
all of them color coordinated.
Red,
black, and white. Good on you guys. Which is actually kind of interesting because on Raw, the singlet that Mark Henry wore was red, black, and white.
Titus O'Neil and Heath Slater were also in the Battle Royal.
That's right. I don't know why they weren't on the list.
Titus O'Neil also wearing red tights?
Black guys teaming up.
Could be. They all blonde.
This was an interesting little battle royal. This is like the fourth battle royal we've gotten this year.
Way too many battle royals going on. Let's tone it down, guys.
Yeah, and not only that,
so many people get thrown over the top rope.
But this is the second battle royal for the Intercontinental title, or based around the Intercontinental title that we've gotten.
Justin Gabriel, was he on your list?
Maybe not.
He was also in the battle royal.
Justin Gabriel was on TV again.
Yeah, this is 4 shows in a row with Justin Gabriel.
Main event.
Superstars,
NXT, and SmackDown. Good on you, Justin Gabriel.
I have a theory. I'm not going to share it right now, but I believe Justin Gabriel was on all 5 shows. If you think you know what I'm talking about, post below in the comments.
Yeah. But, this was, there was a lot of guys that we kind of figured weren't going to win.
Yeah.
Slater Gator getting eliminated, the Matadors getting eliminated. The New Nation was potential, like Kofi Kingston. But at the end, I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, once we got to the final 5, you had Mizdow, Bo Dallas, Jack Swagger, Cesaro, and Kofi Kingston.
Yes.
Mizdow took center stage, looked around, noticed all 4 guys were staring at him, yelled, "I'm awesome,"
and then proceeded to get his ass whooped.
He got jumped by all 4 of them in a big gang mugging.
Yes.
And tossed out of the ring.
Yes. Up next, the
inspirational Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Not so inspirational.
No. He tried.
He tried to eliminate Kofi Kingston. Kingston eliminated him.
Yes.
And I was kind of sad.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas was my pick to win.
I honestly, once it got down to these last couple of guys, I was like, every single one of these guys has a total chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
And it made for a really exciting end of the match. So final 3, you got Kofi Kingston, you got Cesaro, you got Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger and Kofi kind of teamed up for a bit, going against heel Cesaro.
But yeah, baby faces versus heels.
But eventually broke off and trying to eliminate each other. And Cesaro took advantage of this and dumped both of them over the top.
Yeah, he chucked Kofi Kingston into Jack Swagger.
He
causing Swagger to topple over the top rope.
I was so scared when this happened.
It was scary looking, and also my spot of the match for this one was Cesaro press slamming Big E out of the ring.
Holy crap! They teased it once, didn't let it happen.
Titus O'Neil punched Cesaro in the face when he tried it the first
time. How dare you slam a black dude? And but yeah, so we get Cesaro going on later in the SmackDown facing Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, I was excited because Cesaro, great wrestler, Dolph Ziggler, great wrestler, Miz, terrible wrestler. So you knew that Intercontinental title match between Ziggler and Cesaro was going to be a great mesh of styles.
But before that, we would get the rematch for the Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus Dust to Dust. It was very back and forth. Another really good match. Not as good as Night of Champions.
Not quite. But, you can feel maybe the steam's a little getting worn out of these guys. They had the big Night of Champions match. Then they had the big 6-man on Raw.
Yeah, they're probably getting a little tired at this point. But the Usos would pick up the win by disqualification.
Yes.
When Goldust would attack Jimmy Uso with a championship.
Yeah.
Which I didn't see at first. I thought... immediately I saw him, hit Jimmy Uso's, and they start ringing the bell. I'm like, how is that a disqualification? You know how I feel about disqualifications. If you watch the show, you know that we don't like disqualification wins. And especially with there had already been 2 on Raw.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, Goldust would hit Jimmy with the title, causing the disqualification. This, I think this is setting up for maybe another title match at Hell in a Cell.
Possibly. I'm definitely somewhere down the line within the next month or so, title rematch. Because it was that point where it's like they knew, Uso hit the big move and was going for the pin.
Yeah. The
and
Usos
it was the breakup of the pin, doing that using the title, that put in my mind, Goldust didn't think they were going to win this match. So, maybe they thought the Usos had their number. Dolph Ziggler did it the night after.
Yeah.
So they were going to do it on SmackDown. They were going to take the tag titles back. And Goldust had something else on his mind. Keep the titles by any means necessary.
Yeah. They almost had it, so it'll be interesting to see the next time these 2 teams go at it for the Tag Team Championships. Speaking of tag team matches, we had the 2 divas that face each other on Monday Night Raw. We had Natty and Summer Rae teaming up with their respective tag team partners. Rosa Mendez with Natty. We had Layla with Summer Rae. We had a good tag team match.
Full of very lovely ladies.
Yes. come on, put Layla in there for the championship.
Please.
This girl, she's quickly becoming one of my absolute favorite divas. She'll not
I used to speak the praises of Layla like a couple years ago.
When the divas were in that slump, she was like, she broke away from the pack,
and she would, around that time where she hit her reign as Divas champion.
Yeah,
was putting on really great matches.
Yeah, and this was no different. She's got that really fancy rolling pin spot that she does. Looks beautiful. But we would get Summerlay defeating Natty and Rosa when Rosa got rolled up and they were pulling the tights, but we know how sensitive Rosa's tights are. Because if you watched Main Event a couple weeks ago and you got to see...
If you saw it on the live stream.
Yeah, the live stream or the screen cap that's all over the internet. You saw Rosa's beautiful behind
in its entirety.
So now we've got a win for Summer and Layla. We had a win for Natty on Raw. It'll be interesting to see where this storyline progresses to.
I'm guessing in the coming week we will see Rosa versus Layla 1-on-1.
Probably. And this is where we'll get to see if Natty teaching Rosa has done anything for Rosa. See if she's learned a few tricks.
If there's any diva who could teach you a few tricks, it'll be the one who learned in the dungeon.
Come on. But up next, championship match. Cesaro getting his Intercontinental title shot against Dolph Ziggler.
Super impressive.
Oh my god. This match.
Possibly match of the week.
Oof,
up there.
Definitely.
Up there. Top 3, if not the top.
This is a step up from the Intercontinental title matches we got at Night of Champions and Raw because you're replacing The Miz with Cesaro.
Yeah.
Cesaro.
That's like replacing a pea shooter with a shotgun.
Yeah. A lot more damage.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Cesaro, as strong as he is, able to throw Ziggler around, that gut wrench suplex that he does is just fun. The deadlift.
Well, I love it because they were outside the ring, I believe, and Cesaro picked him up off the floor with that gut wrench lift and threw him back in the ring.
Yeah. He's just crazy strong. But Ziggler would stay on his roll, and he would get the pin, but the referee failed to notice that Cesaro got his hand on the rope at the 2 count.
Yeah.
So Cesaro was left going, hey, I got screwed. I had my hand on the ropes.
Cesaro's got a legitimate gripe here.
Yeah, and they show the replay couple times, and
different angles.
Yeah, I don't know why we needed different angles to see that Cesaro's hand was legitimately on the rope.
Some people didn't believe the first one.
Well,
optical illusion.
Those people are stupid.
There you go.
We could be seeing a rematch.
I hope so.
Maybe that'll be the Intercontinental title match at Hell in a Cell.
I don't care when we see it. I'm excited. Cesaro versus Ziggler delivered huge on SmackDown, so I have high expectations for go-around number 2.
Yeah. And great segue there. Speaking of delivering huge, we had Big Show taking on Rusev.
Oh, yeah, because Big Show is huge.
Yes.
And he delivers.
Yes, he does.
Punches to the face.
We got to see the solar system flip again.
Yeah, this time he jumped a little early and almost crushed Rusev.
Rusev crushed.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Yeah. This...
It's also the only sunset flip that I know of that starts in the middle of the ring and ends all the way at the rope.
Yeah, well, you need that much room when you're 7'2".
Yeah.
This was the first time we've really seen Rusev just get
dominated.
Destroyed.
Yeah. I found it to be a really entertaining Rusev match too. Like his, because he despite the fact that he was on the defensive most of the match, he didn't stop. He didn't act sheepish. He didn't act afraid of the Big Show in any sort of way.
He got out of the ring maybe once or twice.
He kept trying to, and not in the way of I'm getting out of the ring because I'm afraid. Rusev, when he gets out of the ring, he's like, it's strategizing.
He's like, he's trying to psych himself up to get back in. He's frustrated.
He's coming up with a new game plan, a new plan of attack. And, he kept trying to, sort of throw in counters and blocks to a lot of Big Show's signature stuff, like the
kept trying,
corner
kept
chop.
failing.
Yeah. So I was thoroughly entertained by watching Rusev get beat up.
Yeah. And for me, I didn't think that Rusev's winning streak was going to end on SmackDown. I legitimately thought, we've seen kind of the build between Bray Wyatt and the Big Show. I was expecting some Wyatt family interference. Mm-hmm. Instead, another great thing on Rusev's side is you had Lana really frustrated on the outside. Like she didn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
Because she had never seen Rusev in that situation. And Rusev took the cheap way out and attacked Big Show with the Russian flag.
Yeah.
So, technically a loss for Rusev.
And we got 2 disqualifications on SmackDown.
Son of a bitch.
2 on Raw, 2 on SmackDown. You can usually count on the midweek, though, for being good to us.
Yeah, and it was. Thank you, midweek. We had Rusev beat Big Show down with the Russian flag for a little bit, and then Rusev would get a little cocky,
try and kick Big
and
Show.
go for his kick, get his foot caught, and get knocked smooth the hell out.
Yeah.
So Big Show won the match and got the moral victory at the same time, but Rusev still has not been beaten.
Yeah, he's not been made to pin or submit yet.
Yeah.
So
are we gonna get another rematch between Big Show and Rusev? Maybe this coming Monday on Raw.
Possibility. We
will have to wait and see. But that is it for the SmackDown Rundown.
We did a rundown of everything that happened on SmackDown just now. If you missed it, start the video over.
Yeah, which you can find in the playlist that is just over there on the other side. Hey, don't bite me. It's on the other side of Kevin Hawk.
It's over here.
But
it's like in this general vicinity.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
We've got one more segment coming up.
It's gonna be the bottom.
Yep.
The playlist.
The very last one. The playlist. You can go back. You can click any of the other videos you want to check. Go back and like all the videos. Favorite, subscribe.
Please.
Or you can move on to Thomas's Top 5. We're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about who he picked, what spots they're in. And if you want to check that out, click the next video. We'll see you there.
Yeah, we will.
You sure?
Nope.
Yeah, we will.
Alright.